Hello everyone, my name is Vincent Saragossa Handa Prasetyo from Enambatan SPM ITB. Today, I'll be presenting about fiscal incentives for electric vehicles or EV. Are they effective? We look at global evidence with a focus on Indonesia as the case study. Electric vehicles are at the heart of global decarbonization effort. In 2024, over 17 million EV were sold globally, about 20% of new car sales. This surge is driven by technological maturity, falling costs, government fiscal support. Beyond environmental gains, EVs offer reduced reliance on fossil fuel, improved urban air quality, new industrial opportunities, for example, Indonesian nickel reserve. This presentation evaluates whether fiscal incentives truly deliver in both effectiveness and cost efficiency. Types of fiscal incentives for EV adoption. There are two main types of fiscal incentive for EV adoption. The first one is purchase subsidies and tax credit. This reduces the upfront cost, which is a key barrier. The research shows that the direct rebates like in China or Europe work better than tax credit since they are immediate and visible. The second one is tax exemption and ownership incentives. Countries like Norway exempt EVs from VAT and import duties. In Indonesia, the government removed luxury tax and cut VAT to just 1%. Other incentives like free tolls and parking are helpful for current owners but don't influence purchase decision as much as upfront discount. Global evidence on effectiveness. Looking globally, we see that strong and consistent incentives lead to high EV adoption. For Norway, nearly 90% of new car sales are EVs, thanks to the long-term, comprehensive tax exemption. Then Germany, strong growth under the Umwelt bonus scheme, but sales dropped when subsidies were suddenly removed. For UK, maintained strong EV growth even after subsidies ended, due to the complementary policies like 2030 ICE ban and favorable company tax of car. And the last is China, huge market growth fueled by large subsidies, and sales remain stable even after removal, due to ongoing tax benefit and trade-in programs. So, the incentives are crucial, but long-term consistency and strategic pacing are equally important. Let's now look at Indonesia as a middle-income country pursuing EVs for both environmental and economic reasons. Fiscal measure introduced. Since 2019, there is a reduced luxury good tax like PPN-BM. In 20 and 23, there are direct purchase subsidies for electric cars and bikes. In 2024, there are removal of PPN-BM, import duties, and reduced VAT of 1%. These incentives are often tied to local manufacturing commitments to help develop a domestic EV industry. So we can look at the market response. In mid-20 and 23, EV reached 4.6% of monthly new car sales. In 2024, sales tripled, passing 7%, thanks to expanded tax cuts and affordable Chinese EV models. However, challenge remain. The cost is high for average buyer and limited charging infrastructure outside the major cities. Cost effectiveness and equity challenge. While incentives do boost the EV adoption, there are concerns around economic efficiency and social fairness. The cost effectiveness issue are EV subsidies are often as an expensive way to reduce the CO2. For instance, the US tax credit costs about $32,000 per additional EV. Many recipients would have bought an EV anyway, called free riders, up to 75% in some studies. Equity concern. Incentives often benefit the wealthier households who can afford the EVs. This can lead to regressive spending, where low-income taxpayers subsidize high-income buyers. The potential improvements are income-based eligibility limits, extra rebates for low-income buyers, and the trade-in incentive for older polluting vehicles. Conclusion and recommendation. So what can we learn? We have to target precisely, cap eligible prices, limit incentives per buyer, focus on mass market EVs. Then, support the ecosystem with investing in charging station, awareness campaign, and regulation. Then pace out smartly, set clear, time-bound exit strategies linked to the market maturity. And the last one, adapt dynamically. Monitor the outcomes and refine the policies based on the real-world data. Ultimately, fiscal incentives are necessary but temporary bridge. When used wisely and combined with broader policies, they unlock the lasting benefits, be it economically and also environmentally. I think that's it for my presentation. Please feel free to comment if you have any correction or feedback. Thank you.